pause. Okay, we have all the technology going. So welcome everyone. We're gonna go over Discover Trinont, and we are so excited. And I have so many amazing people on that we're gonna hear from too. I'm gonna say tonight. It's tonight where you guys are. It's only like 4 o'clock here in BC. So wherever you're tuning in from, welcome. And the first thing we want to hear, just throw it in the chat, is what kind of things are you dealing with in your health right now? So I like to say your current health challenges, because they're always changing. I'm getting over a cold. My mom just sprained her ankle. So it's always kind of changing with our health. So what are the biggest things you're dealing with? Could be energy, could be pain, lots of different things going on. And yeah, okay, so we're gonna just jump right on in. I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna just get started. Okay, right back up here. So as I mentioned, there's a lot of different things that we can be dealing with. So I've just put up some of the ones that I had going on before I started Trinont. So we have gut health, things like our digestion, heartburn, IBS, constipation, you name it, our focus, so our mood, energy, pain. I had hip pain, feet pain, and I would say my energy, I was always crashing in the afternoon. And then we also have health and beauty. So my hair is growing, my eyelashes are growing, lots of different things are going on there as well. And tonight we're going to talk about some Trinont products that a lot of us here on this call are just having a tremendous experience with. These are high impact products, and there is something for everyone in all categories. So whether it's health and fitness, energy and vitality, weight management, beauty, or total wellness. So yeah, I want to hear from everyone. What are you most excited to hear about? We're going to go over some of our favorites tonight, and we've got some people who are going to share their experiences. And that's my favorite part, is just hearing everyone's amazing stories. So the company is Trinont. It took me a few weeks to even be able to pronounce the name. It's actually a French military word, and it means to change life with stealth. And that's exactly what we have experienced using the products, is really impact products that make a difference in a short period of time. Oh, we have someone jumping in here. Awesome. So the company is 10 years old. They actually started as a financial education company. They added in health and wellness products, and they only officially launched in Canada in August. So if you're on and you haven't heard about the company before, that's probably why it's newer to Canada. I think everybody on tonight is from Canada. And our favorite thing is the quality of the products. So the products are based on whole raw foods. So that means they're not derived from synthetics. And what I am learning through being in this company and learning from everyone here is that most of the market is synthetic vitamins, even the ones from the health food store, even the one that I was taking from my naturopath. I had a multivitamin, and the easiest way to look and see if it's a synthetic is to look for vitamin C. So if you look on your vitamins and you look for vitamin C, if it says ascorbic acid, that is a synthetic vitamin. When you look at our products with Trinont and you look at vitamin C, it's actually the real whole raw foods. So for example, acerola cherries, African gooseberry, all different kinds of whole foods. We also have proprietary formulas. So my favorite product, our Glow, has 7 patents. That means it's extremely unique, and we are the ones who have those patents on the products, and we use advanced technologies. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. We have Jen on. She's going to introduce herself, and really understanding that these advanced technologies really help us absorb the nutrients from the supplements. And what we noticed is they actually work. We have third-party validation. everything is GMP certified. So that stands for good manufacturing practice. And my favorite is all of the testimonies and stories that I'm hearing every day about people who are just having amazing health stories. We also have a transparency promise. So this is very important to me, and I know a bunch of other people on. Everything is gluten-free. There are no parabens, there's no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, there are no sugars, and they are just really committed to clean ingredients. And the last thing that I love about the company is we have a scientific advisory board. These are doctors and scientists that have come up with our products to be the best of the best. And we'll go into that a little bit more. Next, I want to introduce Jen. Jen, do you want to just come on and share why you love these products and what sets them apart?
Absolutely. Thank
And who you are.
Yeah. So my name's Jen Laurie. I live in Edmonton, Alberta, and I am not only an associate with Trinont, but I am also a holistic nutrition practitioner. And for me, I never ever could stand behind any one brand because there's always like I'm all in. I'm either 100% or I'm not there. I can't just like promote like I could never sign up for a supplement company unless I can promote every single product in the lineup because the values have to be there with the company. And if you sell a little bit of junk and a little bit of great stuff, the values aren't there. It's not aligned. And I'm all about being aligned. And so when I discovered this product and I started going through the ingredients, it was a brand new product to Canada. And every time there's a new product on the market, I tear things apart and I read all the things and I just like really look at all the ingredients and the compilations of like how they are put together and all the things. And I was ready to just totally scrutinize this and throw it in the trash like every other one that I do. And I looked at it and I was like, wow, I actually can't say anything. I was speechless. And I was like, okay, this can't be real. So I started digging a little deeper, asking more questions. Actually got on a phone call with the chief of sales of the company because I needed to know more. And I couldn't believe my eyes. And then I was like, well, if this product works as good as it looks, well, we have to take a look into that because I may need this for my clients, for myself, and all that. So then, of course, I had to try it out for myself. And I had been dealing with a back injury for several months from the gym. And I had to, modified workouts suck, Nancy. I know I know you know what I'm talking about. So modified workouts suck after you've hit some really high goals, right? And I could not do anything. I went from being able to do a 160-pound deadlift to not being able to lift an empty bar. That sucked on my ego big time. And I was in pain all the time, but I suffered in silence. I know there's lots of you now. Now that I've shared my story, I have so many people coming forward saying, I got to get what you got because they're in pain. And I had no idea they're in pain, right? So I was suffering in silence just because I didn't want to look old or look unhealthy or whatever. But my back was killing me for the past year. I did hours and hours of physio, chiro, all the things, and everything helped a little, but the pain was always there. It hurt to cough. It hurt to sneeze. Every time I went to sneeze, I was like bracing myself for the pain. Loading the dishwasher hurt. Bending over to fill the dog water dish hurt, guys. Everything hurt. And so I thought, what the heck? If this works, I'm going to tell everyone about it. So I decided to get myself a bottle of Glow. And I am telling you, by day 2, I noticed a difference, but I was still really skeptical. I was like, well, I'm an anomaly. I'm having a good day. This can't be possibly affecting me this quickly. So I kept just taking it, going to the gym every day. And by day 5, I could not deny the results because I was doing full range of motion again for the first time in months. I was lifting weights. My coach was looking at me going like, what happened? Like, how come all of a sudden you can move your body like that? Like, he couldn't believe it. And the only thing I changed was Glow. I eat healthy. I do all the things. that is the only thing I changed was the collagen, and I've been pain-free since that day. And so I will never not have glow in my life. And as I learned more and more about the other products and am getting more and more testimonies about the other products, it is all aligned with the same top quality that is not. And I'll just preface this, like I've used top quality collagens, which was top quality before this hit the market. So I've used other collagens. I never got results like this. In fact, before I started on this one, I was on a top quality powdered collagen and I did not get any results, nothing significant that I could actually see. I'm sure I got results because it's not that it's terrible. It's just not absorbable to the same degree. So you don't see the significant fast results with it. Maybe if I took it for 10 years, I'll see the results. I don't know how long I would have had to take it for, but I definitely did not get 5-day results.
Amazing. I love hearing that. So we're going to jump in and share a few of our favorite products. There really is a product for everyone here, but we're going to just share our favorites. I'm going to get Nancy to come on and talk about our Enrich.
This was like my game changer for sure. So Enrich is, and I'm really nervous because Jen's here and Jen is like, she knows so much. So I'm super excited that she's here too, so I can learn from her as well. So Jen, jump in anytime because I know you know way more than I do. So Enrich was one of my products that really got me, it blew my mind because it was the game changer. So it is like a prebiotic, probiotic, and a digestive enzyme. So it's like amazing. It has everything your gut health needs. And I've tried all the things. I've tried like all the probiotics, everything, different companies, everything like that. And nothing really worked as fast as this. This is like the bathroom game changer. And like I've suffered from, I thought it was normal, but it was actually constipation because like I thought like going twice a week was like, oh my God, that's so good. No, it's not. And this literally changed my life with eating like that bloaty, that gross feeling I had after eating all that. And even like this weekend, I went out for a dinner. It was like a trivia night where we had dinner at, like a hall event. And I came home and I had pasta and I kind of overate. And my gut just felt like, I was like, oh, I'm like, Brian, I feel so gross. I feel horrible. I took a digestive enzyme and it was like way after I ate and I started to feel better right away. And like the next day I had like bathroom game changer in there. It was amazing. So like it just gets everything out. So I'm going to do a quick demo to show you how amazing this works. Okay. I'm just going to tilt my camera if I can get it so you can see. So I have my cup here and this essentially is most of us nowadays, eat a lot of processed food. People aren't cooking like they should be at home. So this is like showing you, when you're having processed food, which this is pudding for one that's on the shelf is so gross to me because it should be made with like real ingredients, right? But this is processed food. So if I dump it over, nothing happens. See how it's like nothing's coming out. It's like nothing's happening. Nothing's moving. So I'm going to show you these 2 digestive enzymes I'm going to put in here. So I'm just going to open this. And this is made with vegetables. It's amazing. Just got to get it all out of the capsule. And then I'm going to mix it so you guys can see kind of what it's doing inside of you. And it's not going to give you diarrhea because everybody's like, oh my God, is that going to give me? No, it totally doesn't. And it doesn't give you any like pain in your stomach. Like I've had to do those, like the Senati, I've had to do that before. And those just gave me like gut rot and my stomach hurt. So here I got that. Oh, where's the camera? So I'm using my actual computer. So I'm just going to mix this around like it would be working in your stomach, turning. And you're just going to see how fast this is going to just change and break all this pudding right up. And it's just amazing. Did you want to add anything, Jen?
I sure do. Okay, what makes this different, right? What makes it different? So as Nancy was saying, it's plants, right? So they're plant-based enzymes. What happens is that we don't, as we get older, and if we've eaten processed food, drank alcohol, had viral infections, like, have you done any of those one things? Then I'm guaranteeing that some of your digestion is probably not up to par. We've all done these things. We live in this world, right? You'd have to like not be living in this world to experience that. Well, that means that your body's, and you're aging. It's just a natural process of aging. So as we get older, it's harder and harder to process food. And that's because of our enzymes. It's not because our body's breaking down. Like it's literally, we're just not producing the right amount of enzymes. And so what happens if we're not breaking down our fats, sugars, carbs, proteins, is we're not able to utilize the nutrients in the food to help keep us healthy, which is going to help our skin health. It's going to help our gut. It's going to help with inflammation. It's also going to help with detoxification of the toxins out of our body, which Nancy mentioned. The elimination process is more successful as well. And so it's really important that we're getting rid of what we don't want and that we're able to use what we do want. There's 11 different digestive enzymes in there. And then there's stabilized prebiotics and probiotics. What does stabilized prebiotics and probiotics mean? Well, first of all, who has ever bought probiotics before? And tell me, keep your hand up if it was bought from a refrigeration section. Okay. Why is it in the refrigerator? Nancy, tell me why it's in the refrigerator.
Because they break down over time.
Yeah, they die. They die. So the probiotics die if they're not refrigerated. Is your mouth, your esophagus, and your stomach refrigerated? So what happens to those probiotics as they're going through your body? That's why they need 10 billion CFUs, because barely any of it's going to make it to your small intestine, which is where it needs to arrive in order for it to be beneficial for your body. Okay. So what stabilized prebiotics and probiotics mean is it's going to actually get to your small intestine where it needs to be able to help your body take in those nutrients. The prebiotics are going to ensure that your probiotics stay like alive and healthy. And so that's going to repopulate those amazing bacteria in your gut, which is going to help you process your food and eliminate the junk. And so that is, and I'm telling you, we all need better digestion. I thought I had great digestion. Like I was going to the bathroom every day. That's not a problem. But I thought I was, I did all, like I eat really well. I do all the things. I'm super disciplined with my eating. And though, man, the elimination now, it's sweet. The elimination feels real good. So every day it keeps getting better. I'm like, man, I just don't want to live without these. Carla, I just want to read what you got here. Oh yeah. Oh, gut and pain after travel, for sure. You need to take these. And this is another cool thing. They don't have to be refrigerated. You can travel with them really easily. So that's another bonus. There's something to travel with. Every time you travel, you need to have those.
Because I also am a traveler where my stomach, you're eating all these different foods, right, Carla? Like, so your body's not used to it. So when we went to Mexico, I made sure I brought these. And I had like no issues. I didn't have, any traveler issues with food, water, nothing like that. It was amazing. I felt like $1 million. It was so good.
That's all I have to say about that product.
Oh, you're muted if you wanted to say something. I seen her talking, but she's muted.
Oh, there we go. Okay, can you hear me now? Oh, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I muted myself so you could talk.
Okay. So we were in Costa Rica for 7 weeks, and I'm going to say probably the first 6 weeks were fine. I brought my Epicure and mainly cooked that. Breakfast was at home every day. We eat healthy too. So it was like Greek yogurt, and it was like berries and fruit and peanut butter and toast, that kind of thing. Occasionally lunch out if we were out. Dinner I always cooked at home. Sometimes we drank the water, sometimes we didn't. But we think that we went into this one restaurant and the salad was kind of off looking. So, but we ate it. And of course, 2 days later, it's like Niagara Falls, so to speak, sorry. But that was like nasty. And then after we got home, 2 weeks after that, it was like gut rot, like right between the ribs, it was tight. And it was like a big ball of white bread. And we don't eat white bread. And it was like, oh God, it's like, it was so tight, eh? So I thought, well, I know coffee helps. So I was drinking 2 cups every day, which usually I'm only one. And I don't know what it was. We were at the mall the one day. And I said to hubby, I said, oh, gotta go. So I was in the bathroom, came out, and whatever was there was gone. And that was like, now I'm going to say probably 3 weeks ago. And my guts felt better. There's no tightness. There's no pain. I even went to the doctor and I did a sample. He said there was no parasite and there was no bacteria in there. So he goes, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, it was horrible. Like nobody wants to spend their vacation feeling like that, right?
That's right. Like if your guts aren't used to it. Yeah, totally.
Torture. Yeah.
The enzymes are great for traveling as well. So we're gonna keep going for our other products here so we can get through them all.
Pudding.
Oh, Nancy, show us the pudding. Thanks, Trent.
Oh, I thought I did when I poured it out.
Oh, did you show us? Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you did.
Whoa.
Oh, she showed us.
Oh, we didn't see it.
Crazy, eh?
Grosses me out
amazing.
every time.
But I
Oh my
love
God.
it. And then just really quickly, I know we talked about some other things. Trent here, when he started the digestive enzymes, had chronic heartburn, and within about a week it went away. And then a bonus side effect, you guys, he was also down about 7 or 8 pounds in 2 weeks. Anybody want a side effect of releasing some excess weight? This is a great one for that. And then I also have some friends who suffer from IBS or Crohn's, and this has been an incredible product. So that's amazing. We're going to move on to my first love with Trinont, and that is our Collagen Glow. And this is a liquid collagen. It is a type 1 collagen. There is 10 grams of protein per serving. There is a clinical dose of biotin. There's also everything for your skin, hair, your nails. It has the hyaluronic acid in it. And I'm going to get Jen to share a little bit more, but first I'm just going to share my testimony. And I have a bit of a new funny testimony for you guys tonight. Never been told before. So I started the Glow, and I had plantar fasciitis for about 7 years. I couldn't wear high heels, flip-flops, anything would make it come back and hurt. And I have been on the Glow now since end of August, and I can wear boots, high heels. I am pain-free, just like Jen was saying. And then I had a hip injury, you guys, from my late 20s, a jazzercise kick that I had tried everything for: physio, chiro, laser, and I had just settled that I would have pain forever. And I'm also pain-free in my hip. But then my hair stopped growing. It was clumping out. Nancy and I both have a weight loss journey. I've released 70 pounds, Nancy 100. And my hair was never the same. So I know Brittany's on and curious about it for her hair as well. You guys, my hair was so unhealthy. I started buying some little hair accessories to make my hair look nice again. So I pulled them out today because I have not used them. And Trent came home from work and he's like, "What are these, babe?" And I was like, this was my solution to my hair. I wanted beautiful hair again. So you guys, I spent a lot of money on things to make myself feel better, because my hair was always something that I loved. And so I'm not going to lie. Every time I look in the mirror now, I'm like, damn girl, look at that hair. So not only has it helped with my joints, but it has really helped my confidence, and I love my hair again.
And your eyelashes are growing.
And my
too?
eyelashes are growing. I did some false eyelashes and they just didn't grow back. And I was putting mascara on. I don't wear makeup very often, but I actually have something to put it on now. So that's my testimony for the glow. Jen, do you want to share a little bit more about what's amazing about this? And then we're going to get Glenda to share as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, why is it important that we supplement with collagen? Because by the time we hit the age of 20, our collagen production reduces by about 1% every year. And that is increased every time we eat processed food, every time we are exposed to the sun, every time we're around cigarette smoke, every time we are around any sort of toxins, that increases. And our collagen is always breaking down. So it's important that we're always replenishing it. And so by the time we are 40 years old, most of us are barely producing any at all. That is why we can injure ourselves so easily after we turn 40. Like we could literally roll over in bed and get hurt. Like it's ridiculous. And that's because the collagen is it is our structural protein. Okay. So we think hair, skin, nails, but it is also all the structural protein inside our body, our connective tissues, our joints, our gut lining, our bone matrix. So it can help prevent osteoporosis. It can help rebuild all those things. And that is why it's so important. It's part of our heart, our brain, our liver. It's everything in our body. Okay. It is the structural protein in our body. And here's the deal. What type of protein is in our body? Many different types, but over 90% of our collagen is type 1 collagen. And Trinance collagen is type 1 collagen. That's important because a lot of collagens on the market are telling you that they're the best one, but they're like type 2 collagen. Okay, that's not the best one to supplement with. It's not that type 2 collagen is bad. It's just not going to give you the same type of results. Because what happens is if we build up an abundance of type 1 collagen in our body actually makes every other collagen in our body. We don't need to supplement with the others. The one to supplement with is type 1. Our body takes care of the rest once we've got type 1 in our body. When we supplement with type 2, our body does not make type 1 collagen. Okay, so it's only going to fix one part of your collagen. It's not going to correct everything. So you're not going to get that same significant result unless you're doing it that way. I already touched on the fact of the absorption. So with Trinance, it is over 90% absorption. Okay, why is that? It's because it's hydrolyzed. What does hydrolyzed mean? It means that it is broken down into smaller peptides. You will see the word hydrolyzed on other brands too, but know that many other brands, so the brands you're going to find in the big box stores, many of them are hydrolyzed using petrochemicals and solvents. Okay, Trinance technology is using fruit enzymes. Which one do you want to consume? I know the answer. We'd rather consume something that's been broken down with fruit enzymes than petrochemicals. That's the reality. Well, I sure hope so anyways. So fruit enzymes being like the process of it being broken down by fruit enzymes is really, really important. And then the fact that it's liquid increases the production. Now, Benny mentioned clinical dosages of hyaluronic acid and biotin. Hyaluronic acid is going to provide like the lubrication for your joints. Okay. So it's really, really important, but it also makes your skin glowy. So yay, right? The skin, hair, skin, and nails has been like such a like extra bonus. It is not what I was going after with it, but the compliments are fantastic. And the fact that I can grow my nails for the first time in my entire life is kind of cool. So they're not like peeling off and yeah, they were a nightmare before. So anyways, where I was going with this, I got sidetracked. Oh, okay. So the biotin, so clinical dosage of biotin. Okay, so biotin's a buzzword. Everybody's heard of it in the beauty world. We hear it all over the place, right? But I want to let you know that the clinical dosage is 4,500. What does clinical dosage mean? It means you need to consume that much in order for it to do anything for you. So if you are picking up a bottle of something that has biotin in it, if it has anything less than 4,500 micrograms, know that it's there for marketing purposes only. Okay. They're trying to catch you on the buzzword. It's not actually going to do a whole lot for your body. You need 4,500 micrograms. We are the only one on the market that has 4,500 micrograms. Most of them have less than 400. One of them I read 2.4. I was like, what is that going to do? 2.4. It is strictly there for marketing purposes. Okay. Because they're counting on the fact that you are not educated in this subject. That's what they're counting on. Okay. But what I love about this is that we get that opportunity to provide that education so that you can make sure you're making the right decisions for yourself. The other thing is we have this antioxidant formula, like Benny mentioned. It has things like pomegranate, green tea extract. It has Indian gooseberry in it. It does not have the synthetic ascorbic acid and synthetic vitamins in there. The difference that makes is basically when you have a synthetic vitamin, it is a lab-derived, molecularly structured vitamin. Okay. It's not a whole vitamin, which means your body isn't going to recognize it the same way. It's an isolate. Like when we look at ascorbic acid, it's not the whole complex of vitamin C. It's actually just a little piece of vitamin C. And it's isolated from it. So what happens is our body can't really utilize it much. It's actually in there more so for a preservative than to actually do anything for your body. So because ascorbic acid is also a preservative. So that's something interesting, right? Like that blew my mind when I saw this antioxidant formula and they had the scientific name. So I was like, what is that AMLA? Well, I learned that AMLA is Indian gooseberry. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. So sometimes you read the label, you might not know what that means, right? Well, sometimes you got to look it up and you're like, oh man, that's just a fruit. Cool. Right. So that's super awesome. The other thing I love about it is there's no sugar in it. Even better, there's no artificial sugars in it. So it's not going to spike insulin. There's no starches either. A lot of them on the market will have starches like maltodextrin and dextrose and stuff like that in there. None of that. So love it. I love the results people are getting. I love the fact that it's not compromising your health in any way. It is amazing.
Awesome.
We'll let Glenda take that off. Take it off with testimony.
On and share your experience with the glow.
Sure. Hello, everybody. I just jumped on because I was following Nancy and I just admire her from way back. She's this amazing girl. Anyways, I just jumped on for the glow because I was a gym goer and I injured my knee. I guess listening to Jen, it's because I didn't have the collagen going and my age factor. But I injured my knee and I did a year of physio, chiro, you name it. I tried it all, not healing. So I started with the glow. I wasn't even able to walk my dog. Started this, I'm walking the block. I'm skiing again. I'm doing everything that I loved. And I also have hip a little bit now too, maybe from the knee, not too sure what's going on, but this collagen, everybody, has been a savior for me. I'm out doing the things I love with my dog and my husband. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. And then on another note, I was taking it for that, but I have to say my skin is so soft, my hair, everything changed. I didn't even expect that I wasn't looking for. I just got a haircut, but my curls are nicer and fuller. Everybody was asking me if I'm even using different products because they were noticing the hair just looking healthier, I guess, not such a dry curl. So that was a little bonus I got besides my joints. So yeah, that's about all I got to share about the glow. Well, I will not regret taking it.
Cheers to you, Glenda. Okay. And I've noticed your skin is just a glowing because I watch you when you do your lives. I'm like, wow, look at her. Like that's a bonus, right?
It totally is, especially at this age. That's what you want, right? You want to get looking better.
Right? Yeah.
Love it.
And it's called glow. That's for sure. I have noticed that with my friends as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Glenda. I love hearing from different people who are just experiencing just different things with the collagen. Similar but different for everyone because everybody's body is a little bit different. The other one I just want to just touch upon is the Optimize. I know one of the reasons that Nancy is here is I actually called Nancy because she was going in for surgery and I was like, Nancy's one of my besties. And when you have a bestie, you want the best for your bestie. So I jumped on and I was like, Nancy, if I knew about this when I was going for my surgery, I would have loved to know about this. So she jumped on. The other one I know you took was the Optimize. This is a proteolytic enzyme. It's going to act like a Pac-Man, if anybody remembers Pac-Man, on the rogue protein and inflammation in your body. And Trent actually has a new testimony for this one. Do you want to share what's happened with you on the Optimize?
Yeah, it's crazy. So when the pandemic started, I got a cold. I don't think it was COVID, but I developed a cough. And when I talked a lot, I would just be coughing all the time. And that's been going on for, well, since 2020, off and on, but pretty consistent. And I started taking the Optimize. I doubled up on the dosage, and I'd say probably a week later, maybe 2 weeks later, my cough it's gone. And I've been dealing with this for like two or 3 years.
Wow.
And it's crazy. Like I don't know, it's mind-boggling to me. So,
And that was from coming to one of these health talks and hearing someone else share about it. So that's what I love, is when we come together as a community and we're all sharing and learning from each other. And I'm going to tell you that the cough drove me bananas. So I was like, let's give it a try.
So I want to share something about
Yes.
this. I took this lots when I was like in major recovery mode after my surgery. And then I just kind of like, it just sat there because I was taking everything else, right? So, you know, sometimes you push one aside. Well, I started back working out. First day back working out, I was like, I walked in from the garage because I work out in my garage. I worked out from the garage and I was like, oh, my quads are so sore. And then the next day, and then, you know, the DOMS, like the delayed muscle soreness sits in, and I was like having trouble sitting on the toilet. And I was like, oh, I forgot about these. So then that was one workout. I'm going back really slow. So I did one workout and I had the week off. Then I went back in the gym and it was all lunges, squats. And I'm like, my quads, I could feel it. As soon as I walked in from the garage, I took this and I didn't have any muscle soreness the next day. So I was like, oh, thank God I remembered Optimize. So it totally works.
Oh my goodness. I'm reading in the comments that Cassie has another Optimized story. Cassie, do you want to come on and share? Because I want to hear it.
It's just a really quick one, but it's actually with my 11-year-old daughter. She does competitive gymnastics. And I think it was her foot that was bothering her last week. And she's like, Mom, can I take an Optimize? And I said, yeah, you can. And within 10 minutes, her foot was better. Like it went right through her body and aimed toward what part of her body that was bothering her, which was really great.
Amazing. On that note, my mom, who's 70, sprained her ankle mountain biking. They're very active. And I was like, Mom, double up on your Optimize. Her ankle was so swollen. She was actually using my great uncle's wheelchair. She was like, I'm so embarrassed, but I could not move. So I'm like, Mom, take the Optimize. And within the next morning, she was able to walk again. So this one really can work effectively for people. We weren't planning on talking about that one.
And that's almost like a replacement from taking like Tylenol or something, right? For like pain, which you would usually reach for Tylenol or something, reach for Optimize, because then it's way better for your body too, right?
And not only that, you can load on it, like Trent took 2 doses, which you wouldn't want to do with a painkiller. So that is the Optimize. We're just gonna move on to our last product so we can finish up today, and that is our nootropics. So we have a Mojo, which is a chocolate or a coffee. I have replaced my coffee with a Mojo in the morning. Nancy's doing a Vanna White here. And there's also a iced tea version or fruit kind of flavor, and that comes in a vanilla or a roasted peach. You can do either of them warm or cold or hot or cold. So you can be your own barista. What I have noticed with the Mojo is I no longer have those crashes in energy in the afternoon. My mood is better. In September, I was having panic attacks. Like I was pulling the car over and having a panic attack weekly. I'm not having those anymore. So it has just been amazing. Jen, do you want to jump on and just share why this works? And then Cassie's going to share her testimony for Mojo.
So what is in the Mojo? So the Mojo is a nootropic drink and it has L-theanine in it, which is an amino acid that actually works alongside and together with green coffee bean. So the Brazilian coffee bean mixed with the L-theanine, actually there's been studies done on the combination of these two products together that prove that we see increased focus, energy, and mood. Why do we see increased mood? Because it actually stimulates the natural production of serotonin and dopamine in the body. Okay, those are our happy hormones. So we want those running rampant and having a party in our body, right? And then we're going to feel like we're having a party every day too. But what's really cool is it actually releases a stable, real energy, not just like the cortisol spike that you get when you have caffeine. It actually increases your energy through nutrients, which then stabilizes you all day long. So it has a few different, also like whole food type ingredients, vitamin B vitamins and minerals that also help to just keep that sustained energy, but it also helps with blood sugar stabilization, and that's going to reduce cravings, because often like if we have cravings, it's because our blood sugars are bouncing up and down or they're staying elevated often. So this is going to help moderate our blood sugars better and help us stay more even keel. And so it can often, people see like weight management type results with it too, because it's going to help with that blood sugar stabilization. And when your blood sugars start getting stabilized, your fat burning hormones go up. So because what happens when we have elevated insulin levels is it actually turns off those hormones. And so we literally cannot burn fat.
So awesome. Cassie, do you want to come on and share?
Yep. My gosh, we love the zest. My husband loves the zest. I love the chocolate Mojo, hot or cold. Actually, I really like it. My husband actually gave one of his friends a sample of the zest yesterday at church because he didn't sleep well, and the guy's like, "Oh my gosh, the stuff is actually really good." Like the flavor is actually really good, and often we think, oh, a substitute energy drink, it's going to be gross, or we're going to be able to have an after effect, or like that. And nope, it's so good. And yeah, like Jen said, it kind of gives you that even keel energy. It's not, get the crash. My husband is a truck driver, and there's times that he would normally crack open an energy drink. I hate it so much. Hated it so much, but now he's like, I can just throw zest in my water bottle and I'm good, and it perks me up right away. So yep, so good, love it.
And also one thing I wanted to say is, me being a gym buff, right? I CrossFit. So at the gym, it's all about pre-workout drinks. Get your workout drink. So the one, I'm not going to use the brand or whatever, but the one I used to use, I no longer use, because when you read the ingredients and you're like, there's a whole bunch of junk in it, plus dyes, and we're really trying to be a dye-free family as well. This is like, it's zest. This is so good. And the energy, like everything Cassie said, is just amazing. Like it is totally, I take it every morning for my workouts, and it is amazing. And the flavor is like so good. I need to try the other one that Jen had, because I have the which one do I have? The roasted peach one. I got to get the other one too though.
My husband's been doing that too. He started working out again last week, and he's like, I take a zest every morning now. Like every morning during my workout, that's what I'm drinking. Yeah.
Versus the garbage, like
Absolutely.
I just keep it now to show people. You know what I mean?
I love it. Okay, so we talked about a bunch of products tonight. I want to hear from you guys. Which one is your favorite, or which one is jumping out at you? We talked about the digestive enzyme, the Enrich. We talked about the Collagen Glow. We talked about the Optimize. We talked about, yeah, thumbs up for Optimize here. And we talked about the nootropics. So, yeah, so let me know which one's jumping out at you. I'm going to quickly just share with you guys some photos. We talked about some things today, but I just love sharing some before and afters. So, this is my friend Nicole. We all know her on here, and she sent me this photo. So she was taking those 3 products we talked about, the Glow, the Mojo, and the Enrich. You can see her body composition changed quite a bit. The inflammation went down. This is Trent's scale. Before he started taking the Enrich, I said, jump on the scale and let's see what happens. So after 2 weeks, he was down about 7 or 8 pounds. This over here is my friend Leslie. The only thing she introduced was a shot of Glow every night before bed. And after a month, she couldn't find her varicose veins. She had to look for the freckle on her leg. So it can really support all aspects of your body. And then this is Nancy's scar. I put it up here. And I know when Nancy went in, the surgeon was blown away by how she was healing. So that's amazing. And then this is me here. As I was saying, my hair is just growing and healthy. Jen was sharing her nails. These are my nails. And my scar from my surgery started fading after 2.5 years of not doing anything. And the last one here, this is our friend Beth. She has fibromyalgia, and you can see the difference in her skin. When we say you're glowing, we really mean it. And then this is my face here. So those are just a few of our testimonies. There are more. So we have 2 groups. Whoever invited you tonight can add you. We have the Ripple Effect or Change Life. And these are really great because you can look for what you're dealing with. So if you are dealing with hormones or gut issues, you can just get some more idea of what is working for people. And we're going to tell you how you can get your hands on these products, because if you're anything like any of us, we're like, how do we get these? So there's 2 ways of getting the products. You can get them as an associate or a customer. And I always recommend to everyone that you want to be an associate, because then you get a website. That's the main difference. So for example, you know, when I got the collagen and I was feeling amazing, I then shared with Nancy and I was like, Nancy, you need to grab this collagen. She's like, how do I get it? I'm like, well, I have this website. Here you go. So then you can share with your friends. There are also other benefits of being an associate. You can also get 10% off with subscription. Whoever invited you tonight will reach out and just share some of the other ways that you can save. But those are the main differences. The other thing when you join as an associate is you get access to special associate bundles, and we can send those to you. So if you want to know the different bundles, just put bundles in the comments and we'll send it to you. I know that platinum is the one I wish I got. So the only regret I have with Trinot is that I got the silver wellness and I wish I got the platinum. Huge savings. You also get sharing coupons, so you can then give a discount to your friends and family who want to try, but there is literally a pack for everyone. So whatever your budget and whatever your health needs are there. The other really cool thing about this business is anyone can do it. Trent and I both work the business together. He works full-time as a drafter, no experience. And we have a Jeep program.
Yes.
So how cool is that? That you can be driving a Jeep at our very first rank. So many of us on this call tonight have qualified for that Jeep program. These are a few of us with our Jeeps. So yes, that is pretty cool. So those are just a few of the things that we love about the business. Anyone want to add anything on to that before we wrap up?
I just love it all. And I'm just, so grateful for you ladies for jumping on, sharing your testimonies, sharing about the products, because it is amazing. And I'm so floored at how much it's just changed my health. It's like brought it to the next level.
And that's really what it's like. It's like you turn the volume up on your life and your health. And I mean, I've been following Jen and Nancy for a long time. So just so exciting that we can all be taking our health to the next level. Thank you everyone for sharing. And if you have any questions, just let us know. And we're here to answer anything that you may need.
To add, because Cassie just put in the comments, yeah, like it's free to join in Canada, and getting those bundles at such a huge discount is such a bonus of becoming an associate for sure. So good point there, Cassie.
As well, the company is very new to Canada, so it is a ground floor opportunity. So who doesn't love that? And if you have any other questions about the business side of things, we will share more because we love it. Okay, Carla's curious about everything. Carla, do you have any questions? Because we're here if you have any.
Well, there's a lot of things, I guess. I mean, I was just listening to everybody's testimonies about gut issues. And of course, you don't even have to take trips to have gut issues, right? It's like, you know, you order pizza or something like that. And it's like, oh God, my gut is like, you know, or, you know, one too many beer or something like that. Hair, skin, nails, as far as pain goes, because not revealing my age, but sometimes I do take what you call it, glucosamine with chondroitin, because my mom is 87, but she's not 87. She's like younger than probably half of us. She's energetic and she's enthusiastic, but she said she takes it because she started getting arthritis and it helps her a lot, but she takes the liquid one. So she goes, take it if you feel, you know, before it starts, so to speak, you know, any joint pain or that kind of thing, eh? I don't have joint pain, but I want to keep it that way. But if there's a more natural product, you know, but it's knowing the right products. I mean, you read stuff and you say, oh, look, that looks like a good multivitamin, or, well, that looks like a good probiotic. I can go, okay, I'll take that one, or, you know, because you're naive and you don't know.
They're really good at marketing. That's all.
Right.
Really
And-
good at
and-
marketing, and they're trusting the fact that you won't know what you're looking at.
Right. And the thing is too, is that sometimes if for some reason you have to take an antibiotic with something, hubby and I Google everything and you find out on there, well, if you're taking an antibiotic, you should be taking a probiotic with it. Doctors and pharmacists don't tell you that. Right. So now all of a sudden you're thinking, oh, okay, it's more natural things. I'm into it, but I'm like you, Jen. I want to know the information. It's like buying a car. You don't just jump in and buy a car. You want to know everything about that vehicle before you jump in and buy. So that's, yeah,
Well,
that's
thanks
where I'm at.
for coming on, Carla. I'm so excited for you. And yeah, just ask more questions. We can get you some answers if you have anything else.
Okay.
And have a good night, everybody.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Nice meeting everyone.
Nice meeting you.